Hello and welcome to Kismet Rising. This week's Oracle card reading, we have three options. We have option 1 here, option 2 and option 3. And we're using one deck of cards and they call the Earth Warriors Oracle cards, and it's by Alana Fairchild. So I'm going to go ahead and begin the reading. So once again, just in case you didn't get that, this is 1 and 2 here and 3. So you can go directly to the timestamp, which is in the description box below. And the question we're asking is, what do we actually need to know regarding our situation? What advice do we need right now? And this is what we have. So we have here the number 17, and it's called Padma Sundari. Out of darkness, the light is born. So I'm going to go ahead and channel a message for you from this card. And what I'm hearing from this is that you might have received some news that was not so good recently. Or you might have come to a realization that you've needed to change something in your life. You might have known this for a longer time, but you would have doubted it because you were hanging on to a hope that things could be better, that you didn't need to change something. It's as if in the long term, you had this idea that something could be, but you've recently had the realization that it cannot be. And therefore, you've needed to change. You need to change your course of action. So the message out of darkness, the light is born, refers to the illusion that you've been in, or the darkness that you've been in, where you have not been able to see the light. You've not been able to find your way out of a given situation. But within that darkness, you had the hope that things would work out in a particular way. And it seems to have come to light that it won't work out in that particular way. Or you have come to the realization that you cannot hang on to that hope anymore. And in order for you to move ahead, in order for the light to be born in this given situation, you need to see the beauty that is in you. You need to understand what is beautiful about yourself, what is beautiful about the given situation. You need to go into the crevices of your heart and understand how dynamic it is, and understand all the wealth that is within there and all the love that is in there and what this love truly means. So to clarify that, it's to say that this situation has made you smaller than you are. The situation has confined your love. It's as if your love has been in a cage with regard to a loved one, or with regard to a venture, a financial venture, with regard to your career, whatever this applies to. Your approach to it has confined your love and what it is that you need to release from you. And if you go back and into this, you will understand that this love is more dynamic. It has many facets to it, and it defines you. Your love is a definition of you. It is an expression of who you are. But loving in this particular way that you have has left you in darkness because it's only allowed a certain aspect of your love to be revealed. And it's laid you in the wrong path because there's been a hope that you've had that has not come to fruition, or that it's a false hope. It's a hope that something will come to be, but in fact, that hope is actually showing you where you are lacking something in your life, where you're feeling insecure about something. It's leading you in a direction in which you're unable to find your way out of it. It's like leading you down a dead end. And what I'm hearing here is that now that you've come to this realization, or now that you've been alerted to this, you're no longer in that. You are no longer in this darkness. And you have the opportunity to be able to understand all of that which is you. And understand the power of your heart. To understand exactly how you can love. And how you can love freely and have that love be appreciated. It feels to me like your love has not been appreciated. Like you've put your heart out on a platter. You've had so much to offer, but it's been ignored by another. It's not been appreciated, or you've not been appreciated. So now is a moment in which you can surrender yourself to that beauty which is yours, and to understand the true beauty of yourself, to understand what it is that you need to know about yourself in order to be able to move on in the situation. And Padma Sundari refers to this beautiful goddess. She is this beautiful goddess, or the goddess of beauty. Yeah, Sundar is beauty in Sanskrit. And so basically, it's asking you here to acknowledge that which is beautiful within the situation that you've come from, and acknowledge the beauty as you go along. And the advice that they're giving you here is that the way out of the situation, or the resolution to this problem that you may have, is found when you see the beauty in it, and when you see it with that open heart. If you look at this heart here and you see all that there is there, it's not just black and white. It's not just that or this. Yeah, if you're waiting for somebody to come into your life and you're hoping that there's going to be a relationship or something like this is just an example, and you are just giving it, the heart is just black and white. Yeah, there's just two options. I either have them in a relationship, or I do not have them. And this card is asking you to be freer, to be more flexible in this context, to look at how it is that you can approach the situation in a manner which allows you to love more, and which allows you to explore all the love that you have, and the love that you have in different forms. Are you loving unconditionally, or are you loving with judgment? Are you loving yourself in this situation, or are you forgetting the beauty that's within yourself, and are you projected only outward? Is that you have more power than you actually realize. You have more available than you actually realize. You have more at your disposal that you can do much with, and that this reaches within you. This goes deep within you. This is not just in terms of love. This is not just in terms of your work or your career or something like this. This is all of you. It's as if this defines you. You have more at your disposal, and this card is asking you to acknowledge that. This card is also asking you to not look at what others give to you or what others think of you within the situation, but to be free to be yourself, to simply explore yourself. And as you explore yourself, you fill out into your auric space again. And it's a more beautiful manifestation of yourself. So that's what I'm hearing here for those of you who've chosen this card here. So I thank you for those of you who've chosen this one. So for those of you who've chosen this particular object here, we're asking the question, what is it that you need to know for today? What is it that you need to know for today? And this is the one. And the card we have here is Kaitiaki, and she's the guardian of Papatuanuku. So what I'm feeling here immediately is that you are supported, that you are being held, and that you're being supported, and there is a lot that's working beneath you and around you to support you in your current path. It's to say that you are not aware of this, but there are workings going on behind the scenes. There are beings and angelic beings and your spirit guides and your ancestors and simply the beings and the guardians that assist you in this lifetime are actually there and helping you carve a path. And you simply need to surrender to this. You simply need to surrender to that which allows you to be, which allows the guidance to lead you along the path that you need to go to. So I'm feeling a part of what you need to hear right now is that you need actually to bring yourself to stillness, and you need to be able to not ground yourself, but you need to be able to go into the core of you. You need to retreat to the core of you. And you need to be doing some balancing work here. I feel like some balancing work here, or some chakra balancing, or some core work here where you bring yourself back to you will actually benefit you a lot at this moment. It's as if that's what you need. So the focus in this card is not to work outside of yourself, but to work inside, to go back and work within yourself. And what I'm hearing is that the energies outside of you, as you read this, may be pulling you in different directions, or may be pulling you to do something else. But listen to that part of you that requires you to go inward and do the work that needs to be done inward. And if you're asking, what work do I need to do? If you just remain still and you meditate in the traditional way, not in a form that you bring healing or something to yourself, but simply sit still and clear your thoughts and just observe what it is that you're thinking and let go. That this form of stillness is actually what's going to benefit you the most at the moment, because the work that's being done is being done by those beings and helpers that are around you, and not actually by you at this moment. All you need to do is be still and allow the process to continue. And you may ask yourself, how do I apply this to my question? Or how do I apply this to my life? Well, you don't need to do anything right now. You just need to be still and be you. Do some recalibration work with yourself. Bring yourself back to yourself. Ground yourself if need be, and be still. Things will be taken care of for you in this particular card. So that is for you who've chosen this card. I also want to say that those of you who've chosen this card, you will find that the way in which this will be taken care of for you will be dynamic and will be more beautiful than you would even realized previously. What is important for you in this moment is to bring yourself to stillness and bring yourself to balance. Okay, so if you've not been feeling the stillness, if you've been experiencing some trauma or some sadness, then bring yourself to a space of neutrality, because this is from where they are able to help you with the situation. And I feel that is all that I need to say to you about this today. Yeah, so thank you for those of you who've chosen this here. Moving on to the next one right now. That is for those of you who've chosen this one here. What is it that you need to hear for today? What is it that you need to hear for today? For those of you who've chosen the third pile, what is it that you need to hear for today? And we have Uluka Vahini. And the message says, she who rides the owl brings justice. Well, the first thing I'm hearing is that most of you who have chosen this deck know what you need to be doing in your lives right now. You have the guidance within you. And you simply need to stand in your strength. Employ integrity. Be dignified and move along. It's as if you've come to the end of a cycle within yourself. You've graduated. You've actually come to realize what it is that you need to do in your life, and you have all that you need to do. You don't need to seek any longer. You stand within your power that is of you, and you understand how this power is in fact harmonious with that of the earth. You understand how your power is not a power that makes another smaller or makes another feel inferior to you. But you understand that this power is a power that exists within us all. And you are now willing and able to stand within your strength and use this power for goodness and use this power to move you along. And you recognize, or rather the message here is that you need to recognize that the way in which you can achieve what you desire is by being within yourself in a space of integrity and behaving simply with integrity. So examine your life right now and see where is it that you're not behaving in integrity, not just towards others or towards things around you, but rather within yourself. Where is it that you miss the integrity? Because that is the only space that you need to work in right now. Because what I see is that you're not far off from being able to ride this owl. And this is the path that you're on right now. You're on a path where you need to go within, trust your intuition, access the wisdom that is within in order to be able to take the action that you need to in this world. You have the strength to be able to take the action. But what is important is, where does it come from? What is it based on? And what it's based on here is in integrity. It's based on integrity, the integrity that you need to act in within yourself. So it's a very loud and clear message for me, that go with wisdom, go with your intuition here, but simply see if it's coming from a place of integrity or not. The word integrity is just being screamed at me, and it's in such big letters here, and it's glittery, it's sparkling, and that's basically sums up the message of this card. It's basically move forth with integrity, move forth fearlessly and with integrity. And when you do so, you have already what you need, and you will continue to manifest and to create masterfully what it is that you desire. It's as if you've done the work, you've healed the traumas, you've filled in the gaps and the holes in your life, you've done the healing, you've cleared what you need to do in your life, you have a very, very clear perception of what it is that you need to do, and you just need to move forth now. The other thing I'm hearing here is that for those of you who are still struggling to be clear about what it is that you need to, simply understand that if you don't have the clarity right now, you don't need to fight for it. You don't need to struggle to gain that clarity. You need to trust that you know what you need to know at this moment, that you've done the work that you need to do. And if you haven't, then go ahead and do the work. Be clear with yourself about what it is that you desire and where it is that you're going to, and see if that's based on integrity. And then surrender or be at one with the force that drives you to this place, that takes you where you need to go to. Because you have all that you need. You're in this space already. It's as if you are what you embody all of what I'm saying right now, and you just need to simply be. So I thank you all for coming to my channel and for watching these, and I hope that this gives you the inspiration that you need for this week ahead, and for whenever you've taken the opportunity to watch this. And I'm wishing you very well. And once again, these were the Earth Warriors Oracle from Alana Fairchild. So blessings abound from Kismet Rising.